I'm sending him a 4-page letter, and I enclosed it with a kiss. I know you better get it on time.
Good rising, good people. How are we? Leave it down in the comment section below because I would love to know. If you're new here, how you doing? How you feeling? Subscribe to my channel so you can come back for more videos, okay? Okay. So, I really need my camera to like stay focused today. There we go. So, today we are going to be doing our makeup, of course, and chopping it up about my first trimester. So obviously I've already had my baby, and now that I'm kind of out of it, I can look at things from an objective standpoint. But my pregnancy was so not a walk in the flowers, okay? So I think I can still remember key things that I felt, and some stuff I just don't remember because, again, it wasn't a walk in the park. And the things that I did remember weren't just peaches and cream. So I made some notes on my phone, which my first trimester is not that much to talk about because that trimester seemed like my shortest, because I mean, I didn't find out I was pregnant for almost 2 months. I was almost done with my first trimester by the time I found out that I was pregnant. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I got a new eyebrow pencil, which is like the same brand and stuff that I always use. Oops, something. Just a new one because I ran out. And then I also got a ColourPop eyebrow pencil in the color soft brown. I don't think we're gonna need it, but it's there just in case. I think today I'm gonna do my like quick new mommy glam, if you will, with maybe like a couple of things that I wouldn't normally do if I was in a rush. But I did this makeup look when we went to the first birthday party that my baby got invited to, and it was pretty cool. So, and it didn't take me that long to do. It always takes me the longest to do my eyebrows, but you know, it's kind of how it is. So yeah, we're gonna probably do that today because I'm not really in the mood to do lashes, and our air doesn't work in our house. So I'm not trying to put on a whole bunch of makeup, and to be honest, I'm not trying to be here too long. I want to focus on talking to you guys. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna be drinking a lot of water because I need to be making milk for my baby, okay? So, and I can't do that if I don't drink water. This water was filled to the brim. Can y'all see that there's like no gap? It's all the way at the top. All right, so let's start with brows. And I have a headband on, you guys, because I thought I was not going to experience postpartum hair loss. Wrong. Literally, as soon as I was like, oh, I'm so grateful that that's one thing I don't have to deal with, I washed my hair and my hair fell out. To be quite honest, it has made me feel some type of way. I've never been one of those no edges girlies. And if you are, that's okay. You know, like if that's been you before, it's okay. But that's never been me. So, you know, having to adjust. Sorry if the lighting is a little wonky, like dark on this side and bright on this side, because I turned on my lamp today. Yeah, I turned on my lamp today because I ain't got time for this vanity beat to be acting up like it did. See? So that's a little rough job, but again, like when these days when I'm doing my makeup, I just cannot spend forever on my brows. And there's always that one brow that is just beautiful, and then the other one that's just, I don't know what she's doing, girl. I'm gonna take a wipe and just kind of wipe down the base of my face. The base of my face, whatever that means. Oh, jeez. You know, these baby wipes these days, a lot of them try to say that they're all water or like 99% water, but let me tell you, every baby wipe that I use on my baby, or I'm about to use on my baby, or I'm thinking about using on my baby, or whatever, I test out every single wipe before I put it on my babe. And some wipes that say that they're 99% water or all water or whatever. They're not. They burn me. And so if they make me feel uncomfortable, I'm not gonna use them on my baby. I'm that mom. Sorry if, like, you know, people be like, them wipes are so expensive. Well, them wipes don't burn or cause any type of discomfort. Anywho, let's get into what y'all came here for. Let me prime my face. Where's my primer? Bless you, mommy. Bless you, mommy. Bless you, mommy. Okay, so my first trimester was the most peaceful trimester because nobody knew, y'all. Like, for the majority of my first trimester, nobody knew. So it was literally so peaceful. I didn't have all those extra opinions. It was just peaceful, y'all. It was just peaceful. I started off with one doctor who was a white male in Flowood. One of his nurses that worked there was beautiful. She was absolutely amazing. The front desk lady, she was so. And he just made me feel uncomfortable from the jump. I don't know what it was, but he I don't know. He made me feel really uncomfortable from the very beginning. So we ended up not sticking with him. But I don't know, I just felt like maybe it should get mentioned that we were with him for a while. But I did end up changing. I found out that I was pregnant, started seeing him, and you know, they do all the tests or whatever, right? I'm taking my Fenty Beauty in the shade 360, the Soft Matte Pro Filter. I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand and I'm gonna use it to clean up the bottom of my brows. Yeah, they do all the tests or whatever to make sure, you know, you don't have any STDs or STIs. I don't know what they do if you do. I should have asked just out of curiosity. But yeah, so if you do have any STDs or STIs, I'm not really sure how they go about that process. My baby girl is just listening to the conversation. But yeah, they run all of those tests. So I wasn't really showing for the majority of my first trimester. So it was easy to kind of just go on about my business and hide it. But I didn't really like actively hide. I didn't have to actively hide it either because there wasn't, you know, too much to hide. I will also say that if you have dogs, they will definitely know. Now, with me saying that, the dog that cared the most was May, which I guess isn't too surprising if y'all watch my channel. If you don't watch my channel though, May is my about to be 4-year-old cane corso, and yeah, she definitely knew that I was pregnant before I even knew. And looking back, she definitely tried to tell me. She was very clingy, showing me a lot of love, being very affectionate. And again, if you are new to my channel, you wouldn't know, but May is just not a clingy gal. Like, she loves me dearly, but she's just not clingy like that. But she was definitely being clingy my first trimester, and really throughout my entire pregnancy she was clingy like that. But yeah, so my brows are just not really doing what I want them to do, but it's okay. So yeah, May was really clingy and stayed very close to me pretty much my entire pregnancy. But that first trimester, oh babes, May was like, Mom, something is wrong with you. Why are you not listening to me? But yeah, super grateful for her. So again, like I said, I wasn't really showing or anything like that. I definitely had morning sickness, but babes, my morning sickness was all day and all night sickness. A lot of it, I would like wake up in the middle of the night and be throwing up my brains. But in the morning, I will say that a lot of that morning sickness would be like me brushing my teeth. Brushing my teeth was a pain in the A word. Like, I literally had to wake up earlier for work because brushing my teeth would take a lot longer than what it normally would, just because I would be gagging and trying to keep myself from gagging and all that jazz. It wasn't fun, okay? Like, it wasn't fun at all. And it definitely would have made me late to work. But the thing about it is, I don't think that I even could have been late to work at that point in time, because I had to be at work so early, like before everybody else, and open. So even if I was running late, it wouldn't have really mattered because nobody else was there to like clock me about it. So that was another thing, is that I had to be at work so early during that point in time that it was hard, y'all. Like, it was so hard just getting up in the morning and doing that, because I was always so sick and so exhausted. So literally about like the midway through the day, like for lunch, a lot of times I would, you know, be hungry or whatever, but like I would need a nap. So I would go to the back and lay in one of the dental chairs and take a nap because I was just exhausted. She's at this point where she's being like so vocal. So I just let her talk. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter in the shade 6, which is Tan Deep. Now I'm gonna focus it on the perimeters on my face. But yeah, it was really hard for me to get up for work and stay up and do all the things because my job was so mentally taxing. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, it was really hard. During my first trimester too, Flame's mom had like 2 or 3 parties, y'all. And again, me hiding me hiding my pregnancy or whatever. Of course, she didn't know. And she had me over there helping her set up, helping her cook, helping her take things down, actually being there for the whole party, all the things. And these parties would more than likely be on a Friday. Like I said, I would be having to open up for work, and on Fridays we started early. So I would be having to open up for work, work my whole shift, close, okay, and then go help her set things up, go home, get ready, do my hair, do my makeup, get dressed, take a shower, all the things, and then come back over there for the party, and then stay after the party and help her clean up and all that. Y'all, and again, this is like 2 or 3 parties. So child, listen, I was running off of no energy at all, just pure adrenaline. And then the thing about it was like, I thought that she would have like noticed or something, because I know some people, I'm not this person, but I know some people still drink their first trimester. Yeah, not one of those people, okay? Not for me. Now, if that's you, that's just you. So yeah, I'm gonna just leave that there. But yeah, so I'm surprised that she didn't notice, because I wasn't drinking at all. And I was tired, like visibly tired. So, I mean, she didn't notice though. So, hi. Do you want to be a part of the conversation? Really? So yeah, she couldn't tell or just didn't notice or whatever. But nonetheless, helped her, went to the parties, and you know, can't even lie, I enjoyed myself. Awesome. And I will say too, if I have any pictures of stuff, I will insert them throughout. But yeah, so I went to her parties, had a good time. Like I said, it was like a few of them. I think one of them, yeah, at one of the parties, she actually took a picture of me, and I was super nervous about it. But because I had gained a little bit of weight, I could wear things that I couldn't wear before. And so I had on all black at one of the parties, didn't have on that much makeup, just did like a base and wore my glasses. Like I said, all black. She took a picture of me and could not tell. Like, now after the fact, I ended up showing her the pictures and I was like, girl, look how big my boobs were. And she was like, yeah, they were. So, you know, that's that. It's just so funny. It's just so funny looking back on it now. And then another one, I wore like this nude one shoulder dress that I put 2 corsets on top of. Super cute, by the way. And didn't drink at that party. And at that party, Flame's best friend, who's really like a brother to him, was there. And he was like, I knew something was wrong with you because you wasn't drinking at that party, and me and my wife talked about it all night. So funny. Going in with my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade F12 for my under eyes. And I'm just gonna put it in the inner corners. I'm gonna put some on my forehead and some on my chin. So, hey mommy. That was really, really funny. I was, again, like I said, super nauseous. So at that party, we really didn't even stay that long. So there were some days at work where I literally was just having to take a break or take a nap or just, you know, chill in the break room. And my manager knew what was up at that point. And then my closest coworker was my friend. So, you know, they both were just like, girl, chill out. Like, chill out if you need to. It's okay. We got your back, type of thing. I was also really, really, really emotional because I always knew that when I got pregnant, it was always going to be kind of tough for me because I don't have my mom. So that kind of instantly hit me when I found out that I was pregnant, and being just so emotional and going through it alone at that point. I mean, I had Flame's aunt, but for the most part, going through it alone was just really, really hard. Like I said, it was the most peaceful trimester because people didn't know, but at the same time, I would have loved to have had my mom throughout my whole pregnancy. But those emotions in the first trimester of knowing that I didn't have her and that reality really setting in, it was rough, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it was rough. It was rough. And it's not even like, oh, you don't have her for your pregnancy, so, you know, that matron need, that, you know, that matronly type of need that you have to have, I would say, when you're pregnant. I didn't have at all, to be quite honest. But just also knowing that my daughter, you know, was not gonna have her grandma. Like, I was always afraid of crossing that bridge when it came to having kids. And so it was reality sitting in, you know? Like, it was reality. It was reality. So I'm gonna go back in and blend everything together with the brush that I blended in that e.l.f. Halo Glow with. And as you can see, I already have that like bronzy look. So I'm gonna take a sponge and blend as well. Everything down my neck. My ears, all of that. I'm doing all of this, y'all, and every single time I don't go nowhere. I just take it off. So yeah, I was really, really, really emotional. I also don't know what was going on at this specific point in my pregnancy, but during one of those times where nobody knew, literally nobody knew, I was so emotional and so feeling like I was so misunderstood and just, you know, out here all willy-nilly, that I was boohoo crying sitting in the bathroom upstairs, just boohoo crying, boohoo crying, boohoo crying, boohoo crying. And I had a reason, but I was trying to explain myself over and over and over again. Was feeling like I was being misunderstood, and literally just like was so just over it that I smashed my phone. Just smashed it on the bathroom counter, shattered the front of it, shattered the back of it, shattered my camera, like just shattered, y'all. And it's still shattered. It's still shattered to this day. So that was the thing. Also, during my first trimester, before everybody found out, the cravings that I had, listen, I wanted me some tomatoes on everything. And prior to me getting pregnant, I wasn't huge on tomatoes. Now, I don't dislike tomatoes at all. I'm just not a fan. Like, I don't have to have tomatoes on everything at all. But, oh babes, during my pregnancy, give them here. I need them on everything. I craved tomatoes, and now the majority of the world is going to have no idea what I'm talking about when I say this. But if you're from my hometown, you know what slow burgers are. So anywhere from about Tupelo on up, y'all know what slow burgers are. And I craved them like nobody's business during my pregnancy. Man, I just didn't even speak on it because I knew I was not going to be able to get them. So I just kept it to myself. Didn't say anything. Just didn't put my tongue on it, because again, when you're pregnant, those cravings are something insane, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to get my true craving, so I just did not speak on it. However, I could get tomatoes, and my true craving was tomatoes on a slow burger. This, like, my 662 people, y'all are going to get, and not 662 on the Delta side, okay? 662 in that little northeast corner, y'all get it, okay? I'm also using my air spun powder. I know I didn't tell y'all that. Something's in my eye. Okay, I got it out. Literally with my finger. But if you're from the 662 area in that northeast corner, babes, you're going to know. Is that better? Is that actually better? I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it like that. No, I'm gonna fix it. But y'all know that tomato sogginess on that slow burger that don't even make the slow burger soggy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make the burger of the slow burger soggy. It just makes the bread soggy, but not the patty. It's so good. But that is what I wanted during my pregnancy. And I normally don't even get tomatoes on my slow burgers. I've had them on my slow burgers, obviously, but I normally don't. Let me tell y'all, this vanity will stay on all night, but when I get here to do my makeup, it wants to act a fool. I don't understand. Yeah, so that's what I wanted. I normally don't even get my slow burgers like that all the time, like typically, but I could taste it. Okay, I could literally taste it on my taste buds, and that's what I wanted. I ended up getting them my second trimester, not my first though. But I was craving Jersey Mike's one day at work, y'all, real bad. I had never had Jersey Mike's a day in my life. Like, to this day, that is the one and only time I ever had it. Again, like I said, never had Jersey Mike's a day in my life, y'all. A day in my life. So I looked up how close it was to me. It was a little ways away, and my lunch was coming up, but it wasn't time for it. So I DoorDashed it. Y'all, comment down below where you think this story is about to go, because it can only go one of two ways, to be quite honest. Okay, either I get it and it's good, or I don't get it and I'm mad. And guess what? I didn't get it, and I was pissed off, y'all. Like, pissed. I mean pissed. Like, I'm going in with, I just cut. I'm going in with Caramel, the Milani Powder Foundation. And I'm just gonna set everything. But yeah, so I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm watching the tracker. And it says that this person went to Jersey Mike's, picked up my food, and then went to McDonald's. So I'm thinking, okay, they probably got another order to pick up. You know what I mean? Girl. This person sat at McDonald's and turned their damn thing off. So the last that I saw, they were at McDonald's, not on the way to me at all. And it said that they were on the way. Like, you know how DoorDash would be like, your driver is headed to you. No, babes, no. No. They were sitting at McDonald's enjoying my Jersey Mike's. Girl. Oh, I was pissed. Listen, pissed. And then I thought I was able to hit a cheat code and still get my Jersey Mike's, right? For lunch, right? Girl, no. I checked the location. Because again, I'm thinking that I got the cheat code. I'm thinking that I'm still gonna be able to get my Jersey Mike's because that's what I'm craving, okay? And I explained that that's what I'm craving. I explained the situation. I explained where my lunchtime was. I explained these things, right? I still don't get my Jersey Mike's. Girl, I went to flipping shit over. We were putting up the ornaments on our Christmas tree in the office. Babes, I'm throwing ornaments. Honey, I could have cared less about anything. All I wanted was my Jersey Mike's. Is that too much to ask for? Like, I'm confused. I'm thoroughly confused. All I want is my Jersey Mike's, and everybody acting like that is just too much to ask for. Well, not everybody, but 2 people was acting like that was just too much to ask for. And one of those 2 people drove by Jersey Mike's. How you pissed, honey, pissed to the point that one of my coworkers that didn't even know I was pregnant at the time, she was like, I will go get you a sandwich. I can go, I promise, I can go. It's Subway right up the street. I can go get you a sandwich. I don't want no damn Subway. I want Jersey Mike's, okay? She was like, I would hug you, but you looking like if I touch you, you gonna slap the shit out of me. So I'm not even going. It was, shout out to Tay. Shout out to Tay, okay? Cause Tay tried. Tay said, I'ma leave right now and go get you a sandwich. It's a Subway right up the street. But I ain't want that Subway, okay? I wanted Jersey Mike's. Later on, she definitely felt me. And she was like, girl, that's what was wrong with you. That's exactly what was wrong. Those cravings be real. Specifically in the first trimester, because you're still trying to like figure yourself out. Like, all these changes are happening right now from you being your normal regular self, and now all of a sudden like you're growing a human being, your hormones are going crazy, all these imbalances are imbalancing, honey, and you want what you want when you want it, okay? So time went on, and I can't remember exactly when I told my coworkers. I know I told my coworkers before we told any family though, because I was with them all the time, you know what I mean? Like, I spend more time with my coworkers than I spend with my family, so they needed to know ahead of time. And again, I had doctor's appointments I was leaving for, so you know, told them first. And I told them with cinnamon rolls. So I made like a cute little graphic, and it said someone's got a bun in the oven, and I just left it in the break room. I'm going in with some bronzer. So I'm gonna do my go-to bronzer mixture out of the Juvia's palette in Burkina, sorry, I mess it up every time, in Burkina and Fulani. I'm gonna use a fluffier brush just so it's like blown out looking. So yeah, I told them with cinnamon rolls and like a cute little graphic, And you know, when we did our morning huddle, I was just like, hey, I brought everybody breakfast in the break rooms. If you want some, you can go get some. And then everybody kind of found out one by one. It was just like, who is it? Who is it? But of course, I've already name dropped. So of course, Tay was like, I already know who it is. Like when she saw it, she was like, you know. But at the same time, I was like, how do y'all not know who it is when I just made the announcement in huddle? You know what I'm saying? That I brought y'all breakfast. So, well, I guess in their defense, it would either be me or my friend, because I guess either one of us would have done something like that for the other. So I'll give them that. That's how I told my coworkers. And then we didn't tell family and close friends until Christmas. So on Christmas, I got ornaments made, and I made another little graphic, and I made cookies, snickerdoodle cookies, ginger snaps, and I can't remember the other cookie. I did 3 different types of cookies. I did ginger snaps, snickerdoodles, and something else. My baby's asleep, y'all. She in this bouncing. I'm bouncing her. She knocked out. But anyways. But yeah, so I made 3 different types of cookies, and I made a little graphic that said we decided to be naughty so we could gift you something nice, a cookie with sugar or a little more spice. And baby, listen, she's spicy. My girl, oh, she's spicy. I love it. We gave everybody those gifts for Christmas, so everybody kind of found out one by one. I did record everybody's reactions, but that's kind of for my baby's keepsake. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really gonna insert that here, but I will show you guys, like, you know, the little graphics and the ornaments. Oh, so with us not telling anybody, well, our family and friends, until Christmas, I was pregnant for Thanksgiving. Also, y'all, let me tell you about Thanksgiving. So I cooked so much food for Thanksgiving, y'all. So much food, y'all. And Flame actually helped me because we also made some deer meat ribs. They were so good. Now I will say, because deer are so lean and muscular, it wasn't that much meat on the bones, but what was on the bones, listen, so good. And that was both of our first times ever making them. And actually, I don't think I've ever even heard people who do make them, but nonetheless, babes, chef's kiss, okay? When it comes to me in the kitchen, girl. But nonetheless, let's get back to the story, okay? I think I did mashed potatoes, cabbage, macaroni, and some more stuff. Like, we took like 6 or 7 pans to the Delta, if not 8, y'all. Okay, because those deer meat ribs took up, I think, like 2 pans. But we took like somewhere between 6 to 8 pans to the Delta. And not only 6 to 8 pans worth of food, but we also took 4 doggos, okay? Listen, and a Ford Escape, y'all. Listen, we were dedicated to the assignment, okay? And it was raining, okay? And not even just raining, storming. Went down there, ate, and let me tell y'all, when we got there, because again, I have a dairy allergy, y'all, so I can't eat dairy. It's not a want thing. It's not a, oh, she thinks she better, oh, she's so picky, oh, no, okay? I can't have dairy. It will make me break out in hives and start itching everywhere. And I'm not one to just be popping medicine just to be popping medicine, because I didn't want to just not eat dairy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't have to take medicine, I'm not going to, okay? And if I just don't eat dairy, I won't have to, okay? And most of the time, medicine, you only covering up the symptoms. You're not eliminating the source of the problem. having dairy is the source of the problem. If I just don't have dairy, I won't have to deal with the symptoms, okay? So I couldn't eat anything but fried chicken and green beans when we got there. Everything else was gone. Literally everything else was gone. And the stuff that we brought, there was no way to heat the food up. Like, there wasn't like a microwave or anything like that. You had to put it in the oven and heat it up. And everybody else was pretty much done eating. So we, you know, mingle with people or whatever. Again, people don't know I'm pregnant. Now, I will say one of Flame's cousins did say that she assumed that I was pregnant. Because to be honest, at that point, I was showing a little. Like, I had a little pudge. And then after eating, definitely. I'm taking the same two bronzer mixtures that I use for Kina and Fulani. I'm putting them in my crease. So she said later that she felt like I was. She just obviously wasn't going to say anything. So yeah, I will say that she was on to us. And then, like I said, Flame's auntie knew, and she was there, and she was like, girl, you kind of pushing it. So yeah, I will say that they were kind of on to me, but didn't nobody know for real, you know? Sorry, I gotta concentrate. Also, during my first trimester, I was on the hunt for a doula, and I knew exactly who I wanted. I just didn't know how to get in contact with her. So I was DMing her on Instagram, but I figured, because I have it set up on my business page and my personal page, that like if I don't follow you, then it's gonna go to my requests. And I don't always check my requests. I do periodically, but not all the time. And so I figured that my DMs were going to her requests or whatever. So it was hard for me to get in touch with her. But babes, listen, I'm an FBI when it comes to some stuff. So I did some digging. So I found out that one of my friends from college was a doula. And so I went through her, and she actually was really, really tight with who I wanted my doula to be. And I also reached out to her, and I was like, if I can't have her as the doula who I initially wanted, I would love for you to step in and be my doula. But she told me that she wasn't taking clients at the time. So that meant I had to get who I wanted, okay? So she told me she had to like check her schedule and everything like that. But long story short, I ended up getting to have her. So I was really, really grateful for that. But me and her didn't start working together until my second trimester, because there was some paperwork that needed to be done. And then I found an organization in Jackson that allows you to have a doula for free. It's called Jackson Safer Childbirth. I will link their information in the description box for you if you're in the Jackson area and you need a doula. And even if you're not, they could give you some information on doulas in Mississippi. And if I think I do have some information on some doulas that are in Mississippi in different areas, so I will leave their information in the description box as well in case you're in need. Okay, my camera died, but I mean, what's new? And now my baby just woke up. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and spray my first layer of setting spray just so we can get some meltage going on. And let that kind of simmer in and do its thing. Okay, where was I? Let me go back to my notes. Okay, so also during my first trimester, we celebrated the puppy's first birthday. So Ak and Sage turned 1. I got Sage a blankie, and I got Ak a leash and a collar that he picked out. What else? Oh, and during Christmas, after we announced everything to, well, not everybody, but we announced it to his mom and a few more people like on Christmas Day. But since we already announced it to her, we already had plans to take family Christmas pictures. And since we were already taking family Christmas pictures, whatever, since we were already taking pictures for Christmas as a family, we took the pictures at her house and just, you know, did the pictures with dogs and did like announcement photos, even though we didn't really use them. Like we used them for our registry, and I wanted to use them for our baby shower and for the gender reveal, but that didn't happen, and we will get to those things in the next 2 trimesters. But yeah, we took family photos and we took them with May and Onyx. Yeah. Oh, I was on the story about the search for my doula. So I was searching for her. I ended up getting who I wanted. We did our partnership through Jackson Safer Childbirth. And like I said, I'll leave that information down below. We had our Christmas dinner for work. And at my Christmas dinner for work, okay, for some reason during that time, and listen, that was in the past and we are turning over a new leaf, but since I'm telling you guys what I went through during my first trimester, I'm gonna tell you guys this too, okay? Because this was probably the worst part of the first trimester, other than people not understanding what the first trimester is like, okay? Like with all the initial changes and things like that, like you just can't do everything that you used to do in the way that you used to do it because you're just so dang on exhausted and sick, okay, and emotional. Like these changes just, you know what I mean, like they just start, and you know, you need a little bit of grace until you start getting into the swing of things. Like around your second trimester, you start to get the swing of things and your body's starting to adjust as the temporary normal, you know what I mean? But your first trimester, you need a lot of grace, and you need to be surrounded by people who understand that and are willing to give you that. Otherwise, it's going to be really, really hard. And it was pretty hard for me because I wasn't really surrounded by people who were going to give me that grace. Now, some, yes, but the people that I was really surrounded by the most and that I spent the most time with, they weren't really understanding of that. Thank God for my work friend, or I don't want to say my work friend, but my coworker who became my friend. I'm so grateful for her because she was a lifesaver, okay? Thank God for her. She was a gift from above. I'm telling you, like, amazing, amazing. Everybody needs a friend like that. She would feed me, she would bring me smoothies. She was great, and she's still great. I really do appreciate her. You know who you are, okay? But anyways, during the work Christmas dinner, okay, I'll insert some pictures too, but for whatever reason during that time, one of my coworkers had beef with me, and I don't understand what that was about at all. Also, as time goes on, another one of my coworkers established a beef with me. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And I didn't do anything to them, like, at all. Now, later on down the line, I think I was still in my first trimester when she actually apologized, but she sat across from the table from me at the Christmas dinner, and I was just like, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we supposed to be beefing, or you got beef with me, because I really didn't care. I was just like, why sit right across the table from me? Now, granted, it might not have been anywhere else to sit, but I just think that was strange. It was really strange. And like, we started off being cool, like really cool. So like, while we were there, Flame was like, why are you not talking to her? And I was like, because she's not talking to me. And I didn't understand why she wasn't talking to me, so I wasn't just going to make conversation with somebody that has not been speaking to me. And when I've been trying to speak to her, she been ignoring me or like pushing me to the side. So I was just like, you know what, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I was actually, for the vast majority of my pregnancy, a very peaceful pregnant woman, okay? Like, I wasn't, you know how people be treating pregnant women like they just a big bad wolf? And some pregnant women are, you know, more emotional than others. And one of those emotions that they feel more of is like anger. I wasn't feeling like that. I didn't start feeling anger until postpartum, okay? And everything has a reason. Like, I didn't feel these emotions out of nowhere. I will also say the only emotions I was feeling out of nowhere was hunger, okay? Hunger and postpartum depression. But even depression it had a reason. Like, it came from somewhere. These emotions stemmed from something. Like, I just wasn't feeling them for no reason, okay? And I'm not even going to tell myself now that I felt those emotions for no reason. So yeah, that was the thing. That was the thing. And we got a new coworker during my first trimester that ended up not being what's up down the line. So we'll get to that too though. I'm using the crayon case highlighter in Honor Roll and just putting some on my cheekbones. And I'm telling y'all, normally this is like super fast for me, but I'm talking to y'all through it and all that type of stuff. So we're almost at the end of things though. I'm not really going to put that much highlighter on my nose, just on the tip, because I get oily on my nose. So that's pretty much it, y'all. That's really it. I think I hit everything. Yeah, that's all that's on my list. So, which is perfect timing because all I have to do. Are you okay? You scared yourself? You okay, baby? She scared herself. Let me wipe my lips off so I can do my lips. So I do want to say that if you are currently pregnant and you're in your first trimester, it is okay. Okay? How you're feeling is completely valid, whether the people around you are validating that or not. I will also say that when I was pregnant, I was looking and looking and looking for videos like this because I just felt like I was not being validated or being understood. And that was really, really hard for me because when you're pregnant, you do need support, okay? Like, it's not meant for you to go through alone at all. And I knew that it was going to be really important for me to have support, which is why one of the first things that I did was start looking for a doula. And I'm so grateful that I not only found one, but got the doula that I really, really wanted and had always wanted. Let's go in with mascara real quick, okay? My new mascara is actually in my baby's diaper bag downstairs, and I'm not going down there. So I'm just going to use the Air Volume mascara. The thing about me is if I'm doing a really simple makeup look, I really don't like that much mascara. Like, if I'm not gonna wear lashes, I'm not gonna coat my lashes in a whole bunch of mascara either, because I just don't like my lashes. Like, they just don't be coming through for me. So I don't really wear a lot of mascara, just a little bit. And I really focus it like on the outer corners because it don't make that it don't make that big of a difference for me specifically. So yeah, you definitely need support. I'm gonna make these videos about all of my trimesters, including the 4th. So yeah, if you need support and you don't feel like you have it, reach out to me. Like, my DMs are open. You can always message me on Instagram and I'll be there for you. So I'm back. I sprayed my face and I went ahead and did my lip. I used the Ruby Kisses Ultra Easy Lip Liner in the color brown. Just looks like this, and it comes, well, it's not gonna focus because I finally focus locked my camera, but anyways, it just looks like this, and it has a sharpener on it. And then I use NYX Butter Gloss and Fortune Cookie over top. Love the combo. I'm going to put my mama's chain on. It always makes me feel better when I wear it. Always. There's always like a level of comfort that comes whenever I wear it, and it's just really simple. So yeah, I like it. I like simple necklaces and gaudy earrings. That's my thing. That's my thing. So I put my little cartilage earring in. I have 2 cartilage piercings, but I need to get some more earrings. So I just wear this one so it covers both of them up. Do I have anything else to do? No. And I'm gonna leave this headband on because the postpartum hair loss is so bad. But I just wanted to come back and close out this video and again just say, if you are pregnant and you're a new mom, or if you're not a new mom and you need some support, please reach out to me. I will leave my Instagram down below. And it's also in my banner on my YouTube page. But yeah, reach out to me. Don't hesitate. I will respond. and you have support in me, just because I know what that feels like to feel alone, and I don't want anyone to feel that way. I will also give a really special shout out to one of my really close friends who has been there for me for years, but was really a safe haven whenever I found out I was pregnant. She lives in the Carolinas now, so she can relate to me in a sense of not having any family around her for real. And you know, she was amazing for me to have during my pregnancy, and even after. We talk all the time, and I'm so grateful for that relationship. So shout out to you. You know who you are. I hate that this chair is squeaking, but this is the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, y'all. Let's run up the likes. Okay, I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.